Hello everyone, this is Jamma and today this is going to be kind of a instructional video, mainly a first deck guide for some new users to Hearthstone. A lot of positives about this deck, one being that it is very cheap, and we'll go over that in a second. It's very effective in battle. Once you learn how to really use it. It may take a few games, and that's okay, but for the most part, I've done very successful with this deck before jumping to the new deck that I have now. And it's very, 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 very good. So, for how much it costs in this game in the currency, which I'll show you here in a second, it's definitely worth it. You're going to want to take a look at this, okay? So, me personally, I prefer paladins. That's what this deck is going to build around, and it will definitely be something that I recommend to anyone that's just now learning the game, that wants to up their game just a little bit more. So, without further ado, we'll take a look at this deck. I am going to have a link in the description below of a site that I use and where I got this deck from, because it's not necessarily my deck. I can't claim it to myself, but it's one that I've seen and one that I've tried out, and I'm actually going to try out in this video just to show you guys not try out, I'm going to play it to show you guys what this deck is all about. So basically, we're just going to start from the top. It's called a budget mech deck. The reason why it is because your monsters, a majority of them, if not all of them, are mechs, which is a type in this game. So you can see where it says mech in between the attack and the health, right there. And the crafting on this is it is 1,760 dust cost. So in order to find out where that dust cost is, you'll just want to go to crafting right here. And I actually have some disenchant cards. Basically with this, if you have any, because you can only use 2 of the same card in a deck right here, or one or more than one of each legendary, you basically can just disenchant them and just get what's right here, arcane dust. So I have 85 right now, so I'll just disenchant that. Now I have 90. Simple enough, right? So this is the whole class deck right here. So I don't really want to go over every single card right now, because that's what we're going to do here in battle. Basically just what pairs with what. But the thing about this deck is that it is what's called a secret deck. So you can see, like right here, auto defense matrix, never surrender, redemption, and then the blade helps with secrets as well. But basically what secrets are is it's essentially a counterattack in this game. So like right here at the beginning one right here, if someone tries to attack one of my minions, it actually gives my minion Divine Shield, and not only does he absorb the attack, but he does whatever damage back to that person. So let's say they attack a Sunreaver Spy of mine. My Sunreaver Spy doesn't take any damage, and it gives 2 back. So that's what's nice about that. There's a lot of combos with this deck as well. Like this war gear right here, you could see where it says magnetic. What magnetic means is that you can actually fuse 2 of them together as long as the other thing's a mech, which, like I said, in this deck, a lot of them are mechs. Now, the Loot Hoarder is not a mech, so you see right there, but their Death Rattle draws a card. So, like I said, not everything is mech, but a lot of the mechs pair with each other in this deck, which is really, really nice. It's very efficient. So I guess I'll just go over a lot of the majority of this deck before we get into it. The nice thing about this person, which what you see right there is a battle cry. Once you summon them onto the battlefield, you can actually point and click towards another one of the enemy's minions, and their attack goes down to 1. So where that number is on the bottom left where it says 3, it actually goes down to 1. So that's what's really nice about that card. And so, like, this guy right here, when he gets summoned and when he dies, he puts a secret from my deck onto the battlefield. So it gets put away right away without having to use any of my mana right here. So you can see on the side here, it shows a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that one right there that says 6. Each turn you have, you get 1 more mana. So you start off with only 1 mana crystal in the very beginning. And then when it's your turn again, you get 2. And then 3, 4, all the way up to 10. So you get 10 mana crystals in a game. But they recharge every time, so it's not like you're only going to gain just one each turn. You'll have 2 the next turn, 3 the next turn, 4, and so on and so forth. So that's a lot of what this deck is about, is not only using the counter attacks that you're given, but also finding ways to combine your mechanical warriors together so you can do a lot of efficient damage. I try to make it as quick as possible because, as you can see, there's not a lot of strong warriors in this deck. Even in the deck that I have spent a lot of time on, I don't really have too many of like the big type warriors or anything like that, just because this deck is, and other mech decks, for the most part from what I've seen, is you want to try and beat them as quickly as possible and just try to maintain the battlefield the whole time. So I'm trying to think of what else I can cover with this. Any other additional info? They do have some things on the website that I'm even looking at right here that you can use to basically essentially kind of swap out if you have other things that you get later on that can combine with this deck if you don't already have it. But I'm not going to get into that too much and confuse everyone. I'm actually just going to go in right here and we'll get a game going. I'm just going to do it on casual just to show you guys what this is all about.
Uther versus Jaina.
Okay, so we're facing a mage right now.
I will fight with honor.
And with me, I like to have a decent amount of the smaller cards first. So this is a really good hand for me because I can put out a secret and use my blade right here, which I'll show you what basically that does right here. I hope this person doesn't mind, but I'm going to be taking my turn with each turn.
Hello.
So I got a coin because I went second, but they didn't put anything out, so it's basically just the end of. Or no, I'm sorry, I go first, and so I just put down my secret, which doesn't activate until they cast a spell. So once they cast a spell, all of my minions that are on the battlefield get 2 health.
Move
So I'll just end my turn right there. Like I said, you don't want to take too long to end your turn, otherwise you'll basically time out. Sorry, I'm an idiot again. It was their turn at first. So see, now I have 2 mana crystals, they had 2 mana crystals. They used their 2 mana crystals to shoot a direct attack at me. But now when you see that these 2 are glowing right here, that means the reason why they're glowing yellow like that is because of the secret that I have out. So this blade right here will give me more attack to the blade, whereas she will give it get an additional 1/1. So I'm going to put her out because I like to have minions on the battlefield because they take a turn in order to attack. So I'll end my turn right there because she can't attack right away. Now, if a card has Rush on it, they can attack right away.
Woven.
And see, now she casted a spell, so now it gave my person 2 more health. Now they're still going to get frozen and everything, but they're not going to die, or not have just 1 health, which is good. So now, since I have 3, and they used my other spell before, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put on my other spell, which when my character dies, it comes back to health with 1 more health. Or come back to life with 1 more health, excuse me. And then I will use this Mysterious Blade, which got beefed up because I had a secret on me. So, whenever you cast a spell, gain armor equal to its cost. I'm just going to attack him right away, because I don't like when they have items like that, where basically they just gain more armor. Armor is essentially more health without it being more health. You have to take away their armor in order to do direct damage to their health. And she's going to try and attack and kill her, but my secret's going to bring her back to life right here. And now, since I have 4 health again, I can actually, or 4 mana, excuse me, I can actually, I'm actually going to put this sentry out, which, like I said, gives me a secret, which, once I can play that next turn, because this is going to break away, because you see the 2 on the bottom right, that means you can only use it to attack twice. So I'm going to have her attack him directly, and then I'm going to end my turn. So, as long as they don't attack and kill her, which I'm assuming they're going to, I'll use the blade next turn. Oh, he's actually going to kill him, which is nice because that's going to give me another spell on top of it. So now he comes back to life, too.
Thank you.
See, she kind of messed up there. She could have gotten him, or, well, her killed, and then I wouldn't have had that come back, because, like I said, when he dies, he puts another secret back onto my battlefield. So, now that I have 5 right now, but I want to do a little bit of a combo here, so I'm going to use my coin, which gives me an extra mana crystal, but only this turn. So now I have 6. I'm going to put the blade back out, my new blade, and I'm going to put him out as well. And then, honestly, I'm just going to attack her directly, because he really doesn't threaten me too much. And if he does end up killing either one of these 2, or try to, it gives it Divine Shield, like I said earlier, that auto defense matrix, which means that they're going to actually end up living, and it's going to kill him right away, no matter who he attacks. And then, I also have this spell afterwards, if they cast a spell, which would give any of my characters 2 health. So see, they basically just attacked, and they didn't do anything right there, but now he's going to kill her with the Fire Blast, but then it took up 2 mana. And see, they didn't even have anything to go with it. I like to use these people to fuse with other warriors, so I think I'm going to do this, which gives me +4/+4 to any one of my characters, and I'm going to do it with him to keep him alive. And then I'm going to use my hero power. Everyone gets a different hero power, and this one gives me a Silver Hand Recruit right here, which is a 1/1 warrior. So then I'm going to attack him directly with my 3, and then I'm going to do another 10 damage with these 2. See, like I said, you want to finish these games off quickly, and we might even finish this one before I reach 10 mana. If they don't do anything this turn, that's game. So they deal 2 damage to that person right away. But see, now they did a spell, so my secret pops back up. So these characters, they have what's called Taunt.
Well
Taunt,
played.
you have to attack these characters first before you get to their life points. But, to just save time, we're going to use this, which deals 2 damage to all enemies. It's going to attack them directly and kill them. And then I'm going to use him to attack her directly, and that's game. See? It's a very fast-paced deck, and what's nice about it is it can either get you I cannot talk. It can either get you those games done with quickly, or it's going to take a long time. This is actually my new rank from this season. It just switched seasons, so I got to get my rank back up. But I got all the way up to 13 last season, so I'm excited to get it back up. This one, I can maybe talk about another day. But this video I just wanted to have for the people that are just now getting into this game that want to look and see what to use as far as a starting deck. If you're at all confused and think, what can I use that's going to be, cheap, affordable, and a long-term deck, because I could still use that deck to this day. I mean, I literally just used it to show you guys that. So, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that thumbs up, and if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, and let me know what you think about it. Test the deck out, and let me know how it is in the comment section below. If you have any questions with it, also let me know about it as well. If you want to see more gameplay with me doing a lot more of actual, like, with my deck and stuff, like I said before, check out my Twitch, twitch.tv/JammaJohn13 will also be in the link in the description below. But thank you all for watching, and until next time, peace out.